Hey everybody, welcome back to my vlog for today. It's Wednesday, so it means it's another episode of Whisper Wednesday. I had a difficult time finding some posts to talk about. Even though there's tons of them on there, there was just some that, well, the majority of them that I saw, I didn't think would be suitable for for this vlog. So I did find a few, and this first one says, which this may sound, I don't know, controversial maybe, and I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. And it says, the world was better off without social media. Now granted, it was definitely a different time, obviously, from then till now. And how social media has progressed to so many different platforms, like Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, what's the other one? I can't remember. There's a bunch of social media sites. Instagram. And then, of course, you got all the dating sites, which I'm not going to obviously go through here. I'm pretty sure most of you are familiar with all the dating sites that are out there. But stuff like that, yeah, it definitely, I could see why somebody would say that the world would be better off without social media, because it's made it easier for people to, and I usually mention something about this in these vlogs, it's made it easier for people to cheat on one another. Relationships are not the way they used to be. They last some relationships don't last very long, and that's, I think, because people don't put enough effort into the relationship they're in. And as I said before, there's all these dating sites that you can just hop on and find somebody else and replace that other person. Like, you toss them away, like just toss them to the wayside. Things aren't like when, like my parents were coming up. If there was an issue, they worked on it. They solved it. Nowadays, you have an issue, you just go right back on Tinder and you forget the other person even existed. So I can see why somebody would say that. It's definitely caused a lot of problems. There's way more problems I can get into as far as social media goes, but I will save that for another vlog. So here's one. It's not that I can relate to it, but I had the same thought process, I guess you would say. And I don't have any degrees. I didn't finish college or anything like that. But this post says, I hate telling people I work in retail when I have a bachelor's degree. See, now that's one of my biggest fears about going to college, is having a degree and not even be able to get a job in that field. The one person here who replied to this, there's many replies, but this one in particular says, I have a BA, I have 3 jobs and nothing to do with my degree. So that's, I guess that's just a chance you take, going to school. Over the years, I've known quite a few people who got degrees and they aren't working in the field that they got the degree in. So it just kind of makes things pointless, going to school and going to college and graduating and, being hopeful to get a nice job, and, it doesn't always happen that way. Granted, there are some people who, have their bachelor's or whatever, and they have a good job, but it seems like it's all too often that there is a lot of people without good jobs, because even with having a degree or anything like that. So that's just, I just think it's messed up, and that's one of my biggest fears about going to college is paying the tuition, going to classes, putting in the work, and then when all is said and done, I have nothing to show for it. I end up with just maybe like a mediocre job. So I can understand this person as well. So anyhow, here's one I can relate to. This post says, "I don't want to adult today. Can I just go back to bed?" Now, the reason why I picked that is because I don't. Right now I don't really have any adulting to do. It's more about the just going back to bed aspect of this post. And the reason being is because I'm just super depressed. Like I'm depressed. I'm anxious. Today, I'm not feeling that great mentally. I actually have knots in my stomach because of my anxiety right now. Things just aren't going that well for me at the moment. So that's why I picked that one. If I had it my way, I would just sleep the day away, just because I'm that depressed. I may do that later today. Just go to bed and just sleep as much as I can. Sometimes I just don't feel like being awake just because of issues going on. Just related to counseling and my medication and whatnot. That's stressing me out. But yeah, that's why I picked that one. And the last one I picked, I can totally relate to. This person put, "My couch was more comfortable than my bed." Now, I can kind of relate to that because for the longest time, I went months with sleeping on my couch and not in my bed. And I don't know what it was about the sleeping on the couch that made it so appealing. But I used to just get on the couch, put Twilight Zone on, and then just wait until I fell asleep. And after a while, I guess I kind of got tired of it, so I needed a change. And I went back to my bed. Don't get me wrong, my bed's comfortable. But for some reason, in the grand scheme of things, I prefer to sleep on the couch, which is also comfortable. But yeah, that's what does this say? That's pretty much it for that one. I think I'm going to try and squeeze in one more. This person puts, the antidepressant that my doctor prescribed me is $80 with a coupon. I don't have $80, so of course I had a meltdown in the CVS parking lot. Yeah, medications can be really expensive. I would hope that this person would go over some options as far as their healthcare plan. I know on my plan I only pay like $1.30 for my medication. And somebody posted, "Try different pharmacies. CVS is really expensive. I use GoodRx and go to Kroger." Well, we don't have Krogers around here, but I have heard of that GoodRx app. I'm not sure how well it works, but I guess for this person it's worth a shot, especially because they need this medication. And $80 is a lot, but some medications out there cost even more than that if you don't have the right health care plan, and you have to pay for your subscriptions. So I'm just hoping that this person finds a way to get the medication that they need. I can understand how frustrating that would be, but I'm also thankful that I'm able to afford my medications, and which makes me have sympathy for this person who can't. Like I said, I hope they find a way to get the medication that they need. So anyhow, usually I do 4 posts. I squeezed in another one just because I had time. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments or anything to share as far as these posts go, feel free to comment. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I could really use the subs. I'd appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you know when I post new vlogs. So that's going to be it for me for today. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.